welcome to today's tutorial. As you already know, we're going to be treating bag making 303 today, and our first project is how to make a wallet. So today I'm going to be showing us how to make a wallet from a fabric. Now before we get down into that, I want to quickly address the importance of doing your assignment as a student once again. So please do your assignments. We need these assignments to grade you. We need these assignments to decide what to do with you. And I would also like to know your thoughts about the training center. How has it been for you? Have you been learning anything? Are we actually training you? Do you have any complaints? Is there any contribution you would like to make? Do you have a comments to make concerning the training program? Please, I would like to know your thoughts. Please leave them on the comment box below. And another thing, it is important that as a student you visit the monthly assessment page at the beginning of every month. This is where you will get to see how well you're doing as a student. So after assessing you for the month, we're going to put up the results in that page. So it's important that you visit that page. It's important that you visit that page and get acquainted with how well you're doing, so that you know where to improve and when to get better at the same thing. But you get what I'm saying. So now with all that out of the way, let's get down to today's. So these are the things that you're going to need. You will need a plain fabric and maybe a patterned fabric if you decide to use two fabrics for your wallet. Now this will be used for the outer part of my wallet, and this will be for the inner part of the wallet. Now you need an interfacing, some pins, of course. This is where I keep my pins. Then pencil and wire. You need your scissors. You need a hook and loop. In Nigeria it is known as magic gum, but I like to call it snap, because to create the effect you just need to snap it. So you need a snap for that. There's a rough area and this is the smoother area, so you need this as well. And of course you need your ruler. You need your ruler to create your, and you also need a wallet pattern. Now I'm going to give a more clear details of this pattern. So you're going to need the following for your pattern pieces. You're going to need a large pocket piece, which is about 8.5 inches long and 10.5 inches wide, and of course you're going to need one fabric of it and one interface. Then you also need your credit card wallet piece, which should be about 5 inches long, 8.5 inches wide, and it should be about 3 fabrics and 3 interface. Then you're also going to need a main wallet pattern piece. This should be about 4.5 inches long, 10 inches wide, and you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric and 2 pieces of interface. Another important part is a coin pocket, okay, where you need to put your change. You can put 6 inches. It should be about 6 inches long, 4.5 inches wide, and the fabric should be just 1. You don't need an interface for this piece. So we are going to go on to cut out these pieces on our fabric and on our interface. So these are my pieces, my fabric pieces, and the interface attached to them. You can see that. So the next thing, this is the large pocket piece. Now this is the credit card pocket pieces. This is the main pocket piece, 2 each, and this is the coin pocket piece. So each of them have interface attached to them. So the next thing you do is take these pieces and press the interface to the back of the piece. Now with my interface now attached to my large pocket piece, I'm going to fold it into equal halves. I'm going to fold it into equal halves. Now make sure you use a thick interface for your pieces. So I'm going to stitch a large stitch from here, here, and here. This is just to hold the pieces together. Then I'm going to stitch a regular stitch here. Now let's go to that. So we finished stitching the sides. Now next is we're gonna take our 3 pieces, that interface already attached to them. By the way, interface is gum stain, as is normally known, and you're gonna need a hard one. So we're gonna fold it into equal half in opposites, wrong side up. We're gonna fold it into equal half, and we are going to stitch from here quarter and half inch away from the side downwards. So when we do that, we are going to do the same for the other pieces. So after doing that, you can see that after stitching, back stitching, make sure you back stitch at the top and at the bottom. And after doing that, you knit the side. Be careful not to cut off the stitches you've made. Then you turn your piece inside out. You can see why we knit the top side, fold easily. Then right, you can take to your pressing table and press iron the side. Then just like we did for the large pocket piece, we are going to match the folded area as well. We'll do the same for the other pieces. So with credit card pieces done, we're gonna take one of the pieces. I want this one to go first. Then I'm gonna place it on the large pocket piece. We're gonna leave about 4 inches from 3 inches from the side. You can see that, and 0.5 inch from the top. I'm gonna move this a bit closer from the top. Then I'm going to stitch from here down, then from here to the end. So after stitching it, you can see the stitch from here to here. Now the next thing we are going to do, we're going to add our other piece, the second piece. We're going to put it over here as well. The folded area, the already stitched area by this side as well. We'll make sure it's also 0.5 inch away from the other piece. Then from here to here, and on the other piece we're also going to do likewise. We have to make sure it's on the same level with the wallets. So like this. So first going to attend to those ones, stitch here to this place, then we'll do the same for the third piece. Okay, so now we are done. You can see our credit card pieces already attached to the pouch. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to find the middle of this pouch. We are going to draw a stitch line across it from the top of the first credit card piece down to the end of it. With that done, you can see that the stitch we've stitched here, you can see it has created pockets for our recharge card. We'll leave this place unstitched because we are going to cover it. So the next thing we are going to do, we're going to take our your snap. We're going to take any side. You can choose to put the loopy side. You can choose to put the looping side instead here, or you can choose to put this any one you prefer, but I prefer to put the rough side on this side of the wallet. I'm going to leave about 0.75 inch from the end, 0.75 inch from the end. So I'm going to leave about 1 inch from this side of the wallet. From the side of the wallet, I'm going to leave about 1 inch, and I'm going to stitch the sides of my stamp. I'm going to stitch it to my wallet. So next we'll take our second wallet piece. Then we're going to fold. You can see the interface is already attached to it. Now we're going to fold the end about 0.25 inch and stitch like we did with the other sides. So we're going to fold it, then you can take to the pressing iron and press iron to help straighten the edges for you. Then you stitch the top. So when done, place your wallet sandwich on the main wallet piece as shown. It should be at the right side. You place it at the right side of the main wallet piece. Leave about 0.5 to 1 inch from the top. This will serve as where the money will be placed. Now then stitch the sides closed. At the other side, follow the stitches that you've already made and stitch closed as well. When done, you can see we now have a pocket at the top. You can see that. So the next thing is take your coin pocket piece and mark out your zipper. This is a zipper pattern that I have already made. It is known as wet pocketing. Yeah, you can see that you leave about 0.25 inch from the side and 0.25 inch from the other side. Then take your main wallet piece, place it vertically, then place your coin pocket piece on it as shown. Leave about 1.5 inch from the top. You can use your ruler to measure it out. Leave about 1.5 inch from the top, and make sure that your coin pocket piece is placed at the middle and at the right side of your main wallet piece. Then stitch from one side of the line above to the other side. You do the same for the bottom end as well, even the sides too. You make a box stitch literally. So when done, it will look like this. You can see that I have stitched from the top, the side, the bottom, and at the other side. This is a closer look. Now the next thing you do is open this horizontal line as shown from here to here using your cutting knife or scissors. The reason I'm opening this is so that I can attach my zipper at the back. So open here and the sides as well. So now you can see it's opened. Don't forget to nip the sides as well so that the fabric will be able to slip at the other side. So now that this is done, turn your fabric through the opening to the other side like this. You can take it to the pressing table to press it down so that your fabric will slip perfectly at the other side. So you can see we've created an opening for our zipper. Make sure you take it to the pressing iron, and it's important that you press it so that it will not stress you out. Now I'm going to, just for viewing's sake, I'm going to show you how a zipper. This is my zipper. You can see if I place it over the opening, this is how it will look. So when done, you take it to your sewing machine and you stitch from the top side. Literally make a box stitch around the zipper. So after stitching the zipper, you can see how it looks. My zip opens. So this is the back of it. You will notice that the coin pocket piece, or my coin pocket piece, is now longer than before. This is because I attached more piece of fabric to it, because I decided I wanted my coin pocket to be longer. You can choose to make yours longer or leave it the way it is. So the next thing we're going to do is close the pocket. Place the end over to the top and then stitch the top and sides. Remember, this should be done away from the main wallet piece. Don't stitch the pocket together with the main pocket piece. Stitch aside. So now I'm going to take it to the machine. Stitch here, here, and here. So now you're done. You can see the pockets all closed up. The next thing to do is you're going to take your snap, the other side of your snap, and attach it to the side. Make sure you can stitch from top, make a box stitch literally. So now that we are done, the next thing is to place your wallet sandwich right side up. Then the back piece should be placed wrong side up over the wallet sandwich. Then pin the sides together and the top, but leave about 2.5 inches unpinned. But pin the rest of the sides, the bottom. So you can now see that I've pinned all the sides, but I left about 2.5 inches unstitched, so that I'll be able to turn the wallet after I have stitched all the sides closed. So now I've stitched all the sides closed and I've turned my wallet inside out through that same opening that I mentioned earlier. So the next thing to do is to fold both ends of that opening and stitch them together. Make sure you stitch them close. Just stitch them close, and then our wallet will be done. So you can see we are done. Our wallet is complete. Yay, we're done with our wallet. You can see the snap at the back. You can see the coin pockets. You can see everything. When you fold it and close it, you'll see that your wallet folds and sticks.
I was lost inside the desert fortress, circling round my head, but thanks to God now I made it out of there. I was just another sheep inside the belly of the beast, but thanks to God now I made it out of there.